responsible authority which is responsible for the winding up of the organization, which belong to the central government. When it comes in terms of payments of debts, directly he won't pay with all the people. Okay, so he is going to pay on the basis of the priority. Firstly, the secured creditors. Taking charge of affairs. Okay, so he is going to taking charge the moment the order come to the liquidator. He is going to take charge of all the assets of the organization. Hello everyone, a warm welcome to one and all. This is Mr. Hemant Kumar from the Department of Commerce and Management, Vidhyaashram First Aid College, MYSURU, the Temple of Excellence. In today's session, we are going with a very important topic, a very important unit in company law and practice. I am talking about Unit 5, Session 2. It's all about liquidation of companies. Liquidation of companies, as I gave the introduction in the previous session, what exactly the liquidation is, who is a liquidator, how he is going to liquidate. Okay, so here it is very important session. Okay, in the exam point of view also, dear students. Okay, so here this is agenda of today's session. We are going with the appointment process of an official liquidator. So how exactly we are going to appoint the official liquidator, who is going to appoint the official liquidator. So in the previous session, we get to know to liquidate a company, official liquidator is required. Okay, who is going to appoint the official liquidator, who take the initiative, whose responsibility it is, how to make the payment for the official liquidator, what are the things that he is going to do. So that are the things that we are going to learn in today's session. The duties and the responsibilities of a liquidator. So what role does the liquidator play when it comes in terms of a liquidation? Okay, so that is a topic of the day. The appointment process of an official liquidator. How exactly we are going to appoint the official liquidator? When it comes in terms of an appointment process, the first stage is order of a winding up. Who is going to give the order of a winding up? This order of a winding up should be given by a tribunal or a court. Okay, so on what basis it is going to pass the order? Okay, so it must have certain reasons. Okay, so whether it is a compulsory liquidation, whether it is a voluntary liquidation. Okay, so why voluntarily the company get liquidated? It wants the reason. It is going to call for a hearing. The relevant persons, the person who is related for the company, whether it is a board of directors, whether it is a managing director or a chief executive officer. Okay, or top level management people. Okay, so it is going to call for a hearing. In that hearing, all the things will be discussed, and finally it is going to give the order. Okay, order of winding up. Okay, so after, as soon as the people give the order of winding up, okay, so it is going to intimate to the responsible authority. Responsible authority which is responsible for the winding up of the organization, which belong to the central government. Okay, so it is going to send the intimation for the responsible authority. In that intimation, all the things will be mentioned. The name of the company, okay, when the company had started, who are the board of directors, who is the managing director of the company, for what reason that they are going to wind up the company. So what is the next proceeding that should be happen? Okay, so in that intimation, all the things will be mentioned. Okay, later, appointment by government. After this intimation, based on this intimation is a request letter, okay, that is been given by the court to the central government for the appointment of a liquidator. Okay, so after that, appointment by a government. So officially the central government, I repeat, officially the central government is going to appoint the liquidator. Okay, so who is a liquidator? So based on certain eligibility criteria, they are going to select the liquidator. That liquidator is a person, one belong to either a tribunal or a court. Okay, so he may be a member of the court or the tribunal, or he may be a judge, or he may hold certain designation based on his qualification and experience. The court is going to select. Okay, so here the central government is going to take the initiative and it is going to appoint the liquidator. Submission of the order. And after deciding that, okay, so need to appoint a liquidator, it is going to send the order copy for the liquidator, where it is a proof for the liquidator for the liquidation of the company. In that document, all the things will be mentioned, starting from the name of the company, when the company had started, who established the company, who are the board of directors, followed by CEO or the managing directors. Okay, for what reason the company is going to close. Okay, all the financial statements of the company will be mentioned. What is the profits or the losses of the company will be mentioned. Okay, and in the same way, which are all the assets that is available of the company will be mentioned in this document. It is a proof for the liquidator for the liquidation. Okay, without this document, he cannot liquidate any of the companies. With this order only, he can liquidate a company. Taking charge of affairs. Taking charge of affairs. Okay, so he is going to taking charge. The moment the order come to the liquidator, he is going to take charge of all the assets of the organization. Okay, whether it is a movable or immovable assets. Okay, so all the kinds of the financial statements, all the kinds of the documents, profit and loss account, balance sheet will be hand over to the liquidator by the top level management. Here in this stage or in this level, the people who are present in the top level management, whether it is a director, whether it is a managing director, they are going to lose their power. They do not have any other power. Okay, so they do not have even the power to suggest the liquidator, to share the opinion with the liquidator. They have to hand over all the documents, all the certificates, all the related assets, related documentation should be submitted to the liquidator. Take charge of the affairs. And finally, he is going to report to the tribunal saying that these are the profit that is made by this organization, these are the losses of the organization. He is going to give the complete report of the financial statement. He is going to give the complete report about the assets or the liabilities of the organization, profits and losses of the organization. Completely he is going to give the report to the tribunal. Public notice. So finally, it is going to send a public notice. It is a kind of the awareness about the liquidation of the company for the general public. There are a number of people who had vested on the company. Okay, so whether it is a shareholders, debenture holders, creditors, investors. Okay, to create the awareness about the liquidation, that is going to send the notification. Usually for these people that they are going to send the notification personally. Other than these people, okay, so it need to mention in their official website of the organization. It need to send the notification in the newspapers, TV channels, social media, and later after few days the company can get liquidated. Commencement of duties. It is a final stage of a liquidation process. Already the liquidator had to take charge of all the documents, all the assets, all the properties of the organization, whether it is land and building, plant and machinery, furnitures and fixtures, all the assets of the organization, movable or immovable assets. Okay, so all the things will be taken care. Okay, and in the same way, he is going to evaluate the complete asset. Okay, so he's going to sell the complete asset, and he's going to repay the debts of the organization on the basis of the preference, as I explained in the previous session. The duties and the responsibilities of a liquidator. So what is a duty and what are the responsibilities of a liquidator? So as I explained, taking the custody of assets. Okay, so first thing, what exactly he is going to do. Okay, so firstly he had appointed legally. Okay, so formally he had appointed for the liquidation of the company. The first thing what exactly he is going to do in terms of company is, he is going to take all the charge. The first thing what exactly he is going to do is, he is going to take all the assets of the organization into his custody. Based on that, based on the documentation, okay, so based on the assets, whether it is a movable or immovable, okay, so he is going to evaluate the complete asset kind of thing. Realization of assets. So as I said, so after he take over all the kinds of the assets of the organization, he is going to evaluate the assets. It is going to calculate what is the worth, what is the value of the asset, at what price that I can sell, to whom that I can sell. Okay, so sometimes this assets will be bidded, and most of the times it can be sold personally. Okay, so on the best convenience. Okay, so which is convenient, which gives more profit, on that method they are going to sell off the property. Verification of the claims. Okay, finally he want to verify the claims. Okay, just he want to know the liabilities of the organization, to whom what amount should be paid. They must bring the relevant documents for the organization. On the basis of that document only that they are going to make the payment. Payment of debts. When it comes in terms of payments of debts, directly he won't pay with all the people. Okay, so he is going to pay on the basis of the priority. Firstly, the secured creditors. followed by the preferential creditors, followed by the unsecured creditors, and after that the surplus amount will be distributed among the people of the organization. Maintaining proper accounts. Okay, so while distribution, while selling the assets of the organization, while distributing the debts of the organization, okay, so they are going to maintain the proper records. Okay, so for example, on the sale of a land and building, what is the amount that had been generated? That amount is been given for which are all the people that they are going to spend that money for. Okay, all the things will be maintained properly. Reporting to the tribunal or court. So this accounts will be communicated to the tribunal or court with the statement, with the approval of a liquidator. Conducting the investigation. Okay, finally that they are going to conduct the investigation whether all the things is settled, yes or no, whether all the debts is been cleared, yes or no. Okay, if there is any kind of a shortage of amount, if there is any kind of a surplus of the amount, if there is any kind of a surplus of amount, they are going to distribute among the directors itself. Finally, distribution of surplus. Okay, so if there is any kind of a surplus that is available, okay, they are going to distribute. Finally they are going with the final dissolution. Okay, so finally that they are going to dissolve the organization. Okay, and as I explained in the previous slide, okay, they are going to send the official notification, and after that notification only this all process is going to happen. Hence the company get dissolved completely. Okay, so finally this dissolution order will be passed by the court or a tribunal. After the verification of the financial statement, after verification of the accounts, okay, the assets and the liabilities of the organization, okay, so they are going to dissolve the assets, fulfill the liabilities of the organization, repay the debts of the organization. All the thing is clear. The final, it come for a final stage that we call it as a final dissolution. This is an order that has been given by the court of law. Here the company get finally liquidated. Okay, so here when it come in terms of this unit, you can expect this question for 10 marks in your final exam. Okay, please be aware of these steps, valid steps. Okay, so I repeat this step, just I want to brief the step. Okay, so it is a process how exactly we are going to appoint an official liquidator. Okay, so order of winding up. Order of winding up is given by the court, okay, on the basis of the hearing which the relative party. Okay, so second step is intimation to the authority. As soon as they decide to liquidate an organization, it is going to send the notification for the relevant authority. It is going to send the intimation. Okay, so based on that intimation, that relevant authority is going to appoint, okay, is going to appoint a official liquidator. Who is going to appoint a official liquidator? So that is a government of India, that is central government, followed by submission of order. So the central government is going to submit the order to the liquidator for the liquidation of the organization. It is a kind of official document. Based on his eligibility, it is going to send the notification. So followed by taking charge of affairs. Taking charge of affairs, as soon as the liquidator get appointed, okay, so he's going to take charge of all the affairs of the organization, all the assets, all the documents will be handed over to the liquidator. Here in this stage, the directors of the organization or the top level management of the organization is going to lose their power. Report to the tribunal. So all the kinds of the assets, liabilities, financial statement will be sent or transparently communicated to the tribunal. Public notice. Before they wind up the organization, they are going to send the official notice to the public. Usually the official notice will be sent using social media or newspapers, followed by the commencement of duties. Okay, finally they are going to commence their duties that is been mentioned under the act. Moving forward, so here we stepped into a final step, that is a winding up of the session. Okay, so till today I had covered all the topics as per the University of Mysore syllabus. Okay, so starting from unit 1 till unit 5, I had covered all the topics. I had given a best explanation with best examples. Okay, so do go with my study materials, do go with my video classes, which is beneficial you for securing very good marks in your final exam, dear students. All the best, secure good marks, be good. Thank you.